Okay.
Good evening, everyone. We are from Group P1. We are going to present our progress on Rackable eco-friendly folding table and space saving. And this is for the Module 5, Production Planning and Inventory Control System.
So first of all, our analysis of make or buy for our components. So the components that we make ourselves are the components that are complex or custom in shape. And so they are cheaper if we produce them ourselves through bending, welding, and other processes. And for the components that we buy are the components that are common, such as wafer board, shock absorber, rubber mat, and bolts and nuts. Next.
So based on the forecasted yearly demand, we try to predict the monthly demand by having trend analysis. We use the Google Trend platform by looking trends from several keywords that happening on the internet right now. To find the words, we use several social media hashtags. The words are meja lipat, meja belajar, meja kerja, jual rak, and furniture. After that, we weighted the keywords to our subjective analysis, which can predict the actual demand. It can be seen that the peak of the demand is occurred in the mid-year, which related to the students' preparation for new academic year, and then the religious events such as Idul Fitri and Idul Adha for the past couple years, which our targeted customers are tend to buy more things. After that, we multiply the proportional value with the yearly demand, which resulting the monthly demand. Next.
After we know the demand, then we will make the projected plan according to demand. Then after that, we should know the actual condition, which is from the projected plan plus 1% of defect. And then after that, we need to know that if the actual condition is more than the projected plan, then the status will be regular. However, if the actual condition is less than the projected plan, then we should use the overtime. So this is the overtime. If we use the overtime, we need to add some cost, which is 1 per 173 from the monthly income. So it's around, the monthly income is around 4,600,000 because our company is in Karawang. Then after that, for the subcontract cost, our company doesn't use the subcontract cost because the reason are this company is still new and the product is an innovation product. In addition, the company eagers to improve its worker skill and minimize cost and to control the quality of the products to satisfy the customer. Next.
Okay, so before constructing the sales and operation planning, we first calculated some cost components, including the inventory carrying cost, hiring cost, layoff cost, unit cost, and also the days of supply. So to calculate the days of supply, we first calculated the required safety stock for each month and the average daily savings. So the safety stock is calculated using the normal distribution method with a service level of 95%. And so the safety stock is found to be 43 items per month, while the average daily savings is calculated by dividing the total demand for the year 2021 with the total number of working days in 2021. And the average daily savings is about 29 items per day. And so the days of supply is found to be 2 days if rounded up. And the inventory carrying cost is the cost for holding stocks in the inventory, and it is calculated based on Donald Waters' reference on the percentage of inventory carrying cost components to the unit cost. So there are 6 components here, and each component has its own percentage or its own portion of the unit cost. And the total inventory carrying cost for the table is 2.92% of the total sales per month. While the hiring cost, there are 4 cost components here if we want to hire a person to be our employee. And the total hiring cost is about 4 million rupiah for one person hired. And if we want to fire our employee, the layoff cost for one person is based on the minimum wage of the Karawang city, which is about 4,600,000 if the work period is less than 1 year. Next.
For the direct cost consisting of direct materials and direct labor. For the direct material is for the wafer board on the table, and then sheet metal for the frame, and screw and bolt for assembly. It amounts to about 700,000. And for the direct labor, it's the 11 operator required on each station of the process. If divided by the number of product and calculated per month, it's about 48 million. And for the total monthly direct cost amounts to 747 million. For the factory overhead cost.
Next, for the factory overhead cost, it consists of four cost components. First, the electricity cost is calculated based on the electricity consumption of for each of our machine, and that is obtained from the spec of our machine. And the total electricity cost equals to about 1.47 million rupiah. And then for the depreciation of the building and the warehouse, we use a depreciation rate of 5.5%, and the initial cost is 5.5 billion rupiah, and the total depreciation cost per month equals to 22.9 million rupiah. And for the depreciation of machine and material handling, we use a depreciation rate of 5%. Of 12.5%, and each of the component equals to 4.4 million rupiah and 700,000. So the total monthly factory overhead cost equals to 29.58 million rupiah. Next, for the unit cost.
And for the unit cost, the direct cost and factory overhead calculated before is total, which amount to 766 million, and divided by the total number of product produced every month, which is 666 product, which amount to unit cost of 1,166,000.
So next, based on the cost components and the trend analysis that have been conducted, we start to develop the sales and operational planning for the next 18 months. 18 months because we wanted to see in a clear perspective on how the production plan could fit into several peak demand season. There are several alternatives that we created. The first one is chase strategy. Chase strategy focus on agile to the demand fluctuation. In this case, the production plan will follow the demand by maintaining the margin distance by stating the days of supply in 2 days, which means that the inventory could cover today's demand. Chase strategy is creating the inventory cost is in the low level, but the trade-off is the company must hiring and lay off more frequent worker, which most of the cost occurs in this case. The result of the total cost in chase strategy is 304 million rupiah. Next, for the level strategy focus on maintaining the production level in the average level, which is creating the hiring and layoff costs at the minimum level. But in the other hand, the inventory cost is increasing in a huge amount, which results the total cost at 350 million rupiah. Next, for the mix strategy, we are trying to seek the best combination between chase and level strategy by using an optimization model using software, which is Solver. The objective function is set to minimizing the total cost, and the decision variable is set to the number of workers that hired and fired. We set the inventory constraint to be minimum at 2 days of supply, which result a better total cost compared to the other strategy with 213 million rupiah. For the conclusion, we are going to implement the mix strategy because it able to cover all of the demands for the next 18 months in the lowest cost level. It is also maintain the level of inventory, not in the most efficient if compared to the chase, but it will be efficient in terms of cost of inventory. So that's all from Q1 group. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.